Remember that. The Dharma Protectors are literally the lapdogs of the Lamas. That's what it says in the scriptures. What the Lama tells the protector to do, the protector, he or she will do. If someone is so bold to tell the Lama, I told the protector to check you, or give sign, or do something to you, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous for that person. I'll tell you why. The Lama has a relationship with the Lama, with the protector for many, many, many years. Sometimes many lifetimes. You come, you start practicing 1-2 years, you think you're boss on. Settling street, all those type of bosses. You just come 1-2 years, say I'm the boss, you get it. What am I trying to say? No one receives signs. No one receives powers. No one protected talks to them just like that. You have to hold your vows. Someone who don't hold their vows and they say they see the protector, they receive signs. Wrong. 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 Impossible. 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 I give you logic. 2 hours of logic. And for the Dharma Protector to help you, if you break your vows and commitments to your guru, what are those? Your commitments, your soul, your practices. All of these are your commitments. Your samaya. When you ask the Dharma Protector to help you, it is as if his hands are tied and his legs are tied. And he's blocked. It says literally like something's blocking you. You cannot help. That is the truth. So when you do protective practices, when you do protective bhakti, how effective it is dependent on your guru devotion. And guru devotion doesn't mean serving your lama. It means holding your vows, practicing awareness, keeping your commitment, and doing your practices. And the 8 verses of self-transformation. If you do that, you don't even need to make bhakti. You just talk to the protector to do what you want. Before show and displays other people, you make bhakti, show them an example of what they should do. Why? Although he's a protector, or she's a protector in the case of animal, you can still collect merits for their us. But because they have manifested in a form of a protector, their function is to do your bidding on the basis of you holding your vows. A lama will order a protector to do something. A disciple or a student who is not attained will request. There's a difference. And there's a reason for that. I'll go deeper. There's a reason. There's not simply one, oh, he's a Rinpoche and he's in charge. No. No. A Rinpoche has to be attained in absolute. A Rinpoche has to be attained or have a taste of absolute. How much absolute he has attained will give him that much power over Dharma. You can order them. Tell them to do. Order local deities. Order spirits. Tell them. And whether the Lama is not around or around, the protector, the local deity, will prostrate to the throne of the Lama. Will show respect. Why? Simply he has a name? No. They know his achievements. And they praise and they prostrate. Why? He overpowers them. And they're scared. Some prostrate because they're scared, like a big boss. Some out of respect. Many, many reasons. So therefore, a student who has a realization of absolute, or some sort of it, or hold the vows, the protector is very close to you. Why? Whatever you ask him to do, you don't need to check on. He knows your motive. If you do black tea, you do offerings, you check, to accuse, to find out, because of your ego. You're using the protector in the wrong way. Very dangerous. Why is it dangerous? He won't harm you. You create the karma, he can't help you anymore. You yourself create that karma. Why? You're so arrogant. You think you know so much, is it? You think you hold your vows so good on. No. A Dharma Protector can be a wish-fulfilling jewel or nothing. He can be a wish-fulfilling jewel. You must give. You must practice the 6 paramitas. You must give. You must be patient. Effort. Wisdom. You have to practice 6 paramitas. And then hold your commitments. And then when you do business, when you do practice, when you do retreats, when you do looking for money, sponsorship, ask for sponsorship, it will come. Why? Very easy. A very good child of a rich family, a very good boy of a rich family, very good. Don't waste money, smart, don't get tricked, is independent, smart. He goes and asks daddy for money, very easy. A boy that's always running around, drinking, smoking, running around with girls, not responsible, wasting money, smashing up the car, asks for money from daddy, difficult one. Very difficult. What are the vows? So the secret today to Dharma Protector practice is commitment. But I don't want to just tell you guys, because you're smart. Oh, commitments. That's why I gave you a whole Dharma talk on the real practice of Dharma Protectors. Commitments based on vows. Vows that equals commitments. I gave you a talk on that. I gave you a talk on how to do Dharma Protector practice. Not A, you recite this. B, you recite this. 3, you do this mantra. 4, you do it this time. 5, you do this number. 6, you dedicate. No, that's not Dharma Protector practice. This is not Dharma Protector practice. No. Just A, B, C, D, E, and then you do a little retreat. Stupid. Stupid. You think you're so smart, just do a retreat. No. No. All of you here are my good friends. Some of you have come from very far. Some of you have worked very hard. Some of you will work very hard. Some of you have put so much effort in something and it's been wasted and it's gone, produced no results. Disappointed and sad. Some of you love the Dharma so much. I owe it to all of you to tell you what real Dharma Protector practice is, because Dharma Protector practice is very relevant for you. Do you know why it's relevant for you? Do you know why? Because we have so many obstacles. In daily life, for our kids, for our family, for our survival, for our travel, for our visa, for legalities, for court cases, for everything, so that we're not reduced to bumbling idiots that beg for money and beg for help from people. Dharma Protector practice you all need. I've been promoting it for years, not because that's what I like. I love it because you need it. Malaysia needs it. I'll tell you why. Because Malaysian people do not have a culture of strong philosophical Dharma yet. So for us to give them strong philosophical Dharma in this southern region, it's impossible to go all the way like this and then give them Dharma and then say like that, like that. Nobody will last that long. So you need to give them practice now, to help them now, to assist people now. When you assist them now and you tell them how to get some results, then from that they will do Dharma practice. You see, Dharma Protector practice is going backwards. But we have to go backwards here, not because you're backwards, because time, place, situation, samsara already become very violent. So you need it. Maple's family needs it. Kong needs it. Andy needs it. Jenny needs it. Irene, Chia, David, Paul, I, Joseph, we need it. Henry, we need it. We need it because we're not bodhisattvas. We need it because we have so many obstacles. We need it because every single day we're making more and more bad karma, and that karma is coming back upon us, and it's giving us hell. We need it because we need it. That's why I'm teaching it to you. Aren't you tired of being disappointed? Aren't you tired of working so hard and not getting results? Aren't you tired of being scared? Aren't you tired of being insecure? Aren't you tired of watching your kids, your family, your people, and they don't know how? Not sure? Aren't you tired? I would be. Dharma Protector practice is your answer. And I've been teaching some of you for many years. For those who do it correctly, there will be results. Correctly means what? The necessaries that the protector needs to help you. He's always ready to help. Always. I'm here to teach you. I'm staying up to 3, 4, 5 a.m. apologizing to you, but actually, there is no apology necessary. Because these teachings will change your lives. And if you guys write this down, record it, and you study, and you make this into a pamphlet that you study within a group on my permission, it will benefit many other people. Many, many people. Why? The protective practice will be very powerful in the future. It will grow. It will spread. It it will become very big. It will be number one in this world. It starts here. Why does it start here? Because I'm giving you knowledge. Do you know why it's going to be powerful? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. Because everybody out there who needs it is just like you and me. They need protection. They love their family. They have obstacles. They have difficulties. They need money. They need help. Everybody needs that. And they need it in such a way that they don't owe it. Because when you pray to God, you need to give something back. Sacrifice, animal. You need to give money. Something. You don't offend them. Protector practice don't need to give anything back except the practice of kindness. The 8 verses of thought transformation. And holding the vows, which actually help you. You're not helping the protector. You're helping you. Yourself. You're helping yourself. Does that make sense? So I'm teaching you all of this. And I'm taking the time to push it and teach all of you. Because you need it. And it will spread. It will spread because people need it. It will spread very big because people need it. And that's why I talk about it. That's why I talk about it. After, I'd rather not talk about Dharma Protector. I'd rather talk about one of the Vidams. For example, Tara. The meditations on Lama Tsongkhapa. I like to go more extensive on that because that actually brings us to full enlightenment. Protector doesn't bring us to enlightenment directly. It's indirect. His function is not to take us to enlightenment. His function is to guide us to beings who can take us to enlightenment. So I talk about that for that. And you guys want to know how to do protector practice? Please. Don't just make me teach you procedures. A, the technicalities. B, C. Let me teach you how to really do it. And that's what I just did tonight. Because I care. And when I told some of you that I will absorb your sufferings, and I will absorb your pain and problems, I mean it. One of the ways I absorb it, one of the ways is right now. What I've been sharing with you for the last 4 hours to give you the secrets of the practice. No offense intended. You know how difficult and disappointing it is to give 2-3 hours of teaching to ask people they don't know what you say. They don't really understand. For some people, you've been talking about it for years. They still look at you. They mumble. They don't know what's going on. Do you know how disappointing that is to a teacher? That's absorbing. That's absorbing pain. Why? Because if you understand it, you will be released. Your sufferings will decrease tremendously. If you don't, the teachers have to work much harder. Push themselves harder. And keep going. And keep doing it. And find other ways. And find other methods. And help you and be patient. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And listen to you create trouble. Listen to you fight. Show your anger. Listen to you break your vows. Watch you lie to yourselves. You know how difficult that is? It's very difficult. I'm not a bodhisattva, but I have good emotion. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I was ordered by my Buddhist teacher. Ordered. Am I protected? So my point to you is not criticism. You want Dharma Protector. You want something that helps you, and that's why I'm here. Dorje Shugden will be the #1 practice in this world. He will be the king of the worldly things in the worldly form. He will be. It will all manifest. And how will he help people? If they hold their vows. If they practice the 8 verses of thought transformation, and if they do that in commitments, if they do that, you know what happens? They create the karma for their Dharma work to just grow. Some people complain things don't move fast enough. Don't move. If that person is perfect, it's not. It's you not holding your vows. That's why things don't move. If anything moves, it's, if I may say the truth, it is the merits of Allah. If anything moves at all, it's the merits of Allah, not the students. The students are the ones that make Allah slow down. So that each student has any audacity and arrogance to say, I'm working for the spread of Dharma, but not doing any Dharma, and not listening to the Lama. That student is extremely arrogant and ignorant. Anything that works is the Lama. It is not the student. And anything that goes backwards, it doesn't work. And anything that gets slowed down, it's not the Lama. You can read that in Lama Sopa Rinpoche's works about Lama Yeshe, where he said how things grow. You can read about that. That's not something I say. You read. You read. You read. So if there's any setbacks in the center, there's any setbacks anywhere, in any center around the world, it is not the Lama. It is not. How could it be? How can the Lama want his works to be set back? How can? How can the Lama show anger and throw bitch fits and make mistakes and make things go back? Unless the students are the cause of it. Think about all that. So when one student shows disrespect to another student, it slows the Lama down. When one student breaks the vows, it slows the Lama down. When one student doesn't hold a commitment, makes up lame excuses, it slows down all the work. You say, oh, let me run away. You can run away, but you can't run away from yourself. But you see, the important thing here is this. It's not the Lama or the Dharma work. All that is just a given. The important issue here is you all need help. Just like me. Because we have so much negative karma from many previous lifetimes that keep coming down, and we need help. We have a lot of obstacles. So we need a Dharma Protector that is skillful, that is quick, that is efficient, and that has manifested for us now. And that's Dorje Shugden. And that's the only reason I talk about it. There's no other reason. There could be no other reason. Oh yes. It's certainly because it couldn't be because of fame, you know. I mean, Madonna's famous, but she's not famous for being a nice girl. Right? Could be for fame I'm doing it. Could be for money. Trust me, there's no money. Well, actually a little bit, but not enough. And it could be for recognition. Oh no, it must be for a different reason. We all need it, and it's going to grow big because everybody out there is just like you and me. It will be the biggest in the world, this world. You will see it manifesting within our lifetime. You will see it, and you will see it grow from the east all over the world. It will definitely. Why? Because people need help. People are overwhelmed by obstacles. And the Dharma Protectors manifest, and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas manifest again and again and again to fulfill their vows and have all this. Lama Tsongkhapa fulfilled his vows by manifesting. That's a very powerful protector. And Lama Tsongkhapa has many emanations all over. Many. Who emanate as women, as men, as prostitutes, as gods, as demons, as devils, as the lusty, as idiots. That's what he says in the Dharma Protector's text. He will manifest it anyway. He will manifest as your sex partner. He will manifest as a retarded person, as a piece of food. If you want to do Dharma Protector practice, you must practice the 8 verses of law of transformation. You must. Not just by mouth. Now! You must hold your vows and your commitments, including the 50 verses and your promises. You must. If you want to practice Dharma Protector practice, you must do your practices. Your actual sadhana practices, your soul practices, if you have. Those 3, then when you invoke the Dharma Protector, it will be swift. It will be quick. And you will have results. You name results. You name. Listen carefully. You name. Your family, your children, money, business, protection, health, avoidance of untimely death, and supermeeting. It will push you back to do the practice. You do this practice, this, you meet this Lama again and again. You do this meditation, you do this, you gain realizations. On 2 levels, 2 ways. If you believe in Dorje Shugden, don't think about the guy that's sitting there like this. Don't think about this guy. Don't believe that that's a picture. If you believe in Dorje Shugden, believe in the 8 verses of vow transformation, holding your vows. Dongbapma sum. Symbols. You gotta hold the 3 types of vows. Yeah? Your practices. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't hurt. Don't fight. Don't shout. Don't scream. Don't criticize. Then you do black tea. You do your Dharma work. When your Dharma work doesn't move, don't blame others. It is you. Either the Dharma Protector is a fake, or you do black tea, no effect. Which one is it? You think yourself on? Oh, yes. Now, does anybody have questions about that? Does anybody have any questions? Now I'll go over ABCD, which is very easy. 10 minutes for that. I'm not here to teach mantras and little prayers. If you want that, you buy your own book. You get off the net. Dharma Protector practice all over the world. Alright? It's going to get Chelsea else's read. You want that? Just look through this. You do whatever you want. It's the small mini version that people can do without initiation. You want to do it? Go ahead. But you do that, let's do that. Just swallow. Don't waste your time. I teach you the quick method. And I teach you a double-edged method. One is to cut your delusion and self-grasping, and one is to fill your worldly peace. I teach you that. What do you want? Happiness and justice life, or future life and this life? Your Dharma Protector can do that. All Dharma Protector practice will be based on what I taught. All. But even more so within our lineage, because our lineage is very new, meaning fresh, like a young, fresh, new athlete. Any questions? Be devoted to your Dharma Protector, not by body, speech, and mind. Be devoted by holding your vows. Outer actions of devotion are empty. Any questions? No questions? What is the basics, the fundamental, or the principle, or the pillar, or the necessity, or the absolute to make Dharma Protector practice successful? Name one, Paul. Name another one, Maple. Very good. Name another one, Mr. Paul. Very good. Name another one, Joseph. Very good. Name the last one. Not the only last one, but the last one that I've explained. purpose is that specific? Andy?
Practice 8 verses thought transformation with the people closest.
8 verses of thought transformation, starting with the people closest to us. Starting. All right, I don't want a cut cherishing mind. That's a given. All right, specific. Again, the pillar for Dharma Protector practice. Any Benden Hamo, Mahakala, Kalarupa, any. In fact, if you practice that, you really don't need a Dharma Protector, actually. Our real Dharma Protector is the Dharma itself. That's the real Dharma Protector. It protects us. So the fundamental or the basic, the principle, the real core to Dharma Protector practice, again, is give me one. Angel? Very good. Give me another one, Jenny. I can't hear you.
Guru devotion.
Very good. What kind of Guru devotion, David? Come in and schlep around the house, bring him hamburgers, SMS him nice messages, give him little cheap gifts when you've disturbed his mind. What kind of Guru devotion? What kind of Guru devotion? Give me one general word. What kind of Guru devotion? Tashi? No, you're giving me the method, you're not giving me the general. Chia? Ruby? Jenny? Inner. Real Guru devotion is inner practices. I'm not playing with words. That's what I gave you a hint just now, David. Schlepping around, giving him gifts, bringing him McDonald's hamburgers, that's outer one. Real is inner. And then the 8 verses and all that. It's all connected. We're just repeating the same thing over and over 100,000 times here. There's no tricks. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of Dharma questions. Do you know why? You will learn. Don't have phobias and don't be scared. Why? Rinpoche is your friend. Dharma is your method. And questions is to make sure you understand. Don't be afraid. No trick questions here for anyone. No. I don't believe in that. Why should I? Again, what is real Guru devotion? Physical outside service or inner development based on the vows, 8 verses, practices, samaya. What is real Guru devotion? What is real Guru devotion? Jonathan?
Inner.
That's right. And then that is what the Dharma Protector needs. Inner Guru devotion. Not split around your Guru and just massage him 24 hours a day. If you can do that and you do that with clear mind, that's fine. But you see, there are many ways to serve Guru. But the real way is practice. Practice. Do you know why? What happens if your Guru dies? And how do you serve your Guru? What's Guru devotion? Think carefully. This is not a cult where you follow a personality. This is not a cult where you follow someone that speaks well. This is not a cult. This is Dharma. Dharma is here, developing the mind. Simple like Yugaris. Simple Yugaris means we have to transform our mind. So, real Dharma Protector practice, real, that brings us protection and help and happiness. And the Dharma Protector who listens to us, real, is, give me one, Irene. Too general. When I say give me one, I'm not telling you give me general. Listen carefully. Listen to what I say, not what you think. Give me one.
Holding vows.
Very good. Sinkyal, give me another one, please. Very good. What's the difference between samaya and vows? What's the difference between samaya and vows? Tiki? What you think? What do you think is the differentiation with it? Because I didn't mention it. Those are tricky words, I know. I didn't explain. Does anybody know? Yes.
Well, the vows seem to regard myself, and the samaya seem to regard my spiritual teacher.
That's very good, but let me be a little more specific. vows are the vows you've taken during your refuge. The 10 non-virtues to be avoided. Then some of you initiation, some of you have taken Manjushri or Vajrapani, those are the Bodhisattva vows. And then for those who have taken highest yoga tantra, such as Yamataka, those are the tantric, the Bodhisattva, Bodhicitta, and the refuge vows. Those vows, those specific ones, to hold those. Samaya is your pure view, and your good view, and your good relationship with your Lama. That's your samaya. Based on your pure view. And you can have pure view and good relationship if you hold vows. Why? The merits is great. And your Lama doesn't have to be alive or dead for you to have good samaya. Good samaya is you hold your vow. Automatically you'll be very close to your Guru. Automatically, whether your Guru is alive or dead. Why? How do you know you're close to your Guru? When the work you do is dedicated to benefiting others, you're close to your Guru. So samaya is a good relationship that you have with your Guru, not by giving him money, taking him to eat and serving him and then like that. That's not a good relationship. It's based on you doing your practice, holding your vows, doing your commitments. Whatever promises you make to your Guru, you do it. That's your samaya. Samaya is damsik. Samaya is damsik. You can have samaya with your protector, with your Guru. Samaya is a good relationship you have. What? Not a worldly relationship. It's a relationship based on pure view, based on service, based on practice, based on holding your vows. So if your Lama says, do this, and you do it, you have a good relationship. If your Lama says, oh, do this, and then you make your excuses and just stop, you don't make good relationships. If you don't make good relationship on a normal level, it's very hard to go even higher. Don't say, oh, my Lama taught, he understands. Yes, he understands, but does your karma understand? So don't make excuses. Hiding, avoiding, criticizing, covering, or saying anything that contradicts your Lama is breaking samaya. So even if your Lama says the sky is black and there's no sun, say, okay. You agree or not doesn't matter. You don't run around the world saying, oh, my Lama's wrong, or trying to go around the bush and saying, oh, well, there is a sun, I saw it, but you don't actually say your Lama's wrong. Same one. Samaya is a good relationship you keep with your Guru. And the best way you can keep that relationship, the best way, is by your practice and the transformation of your mind. The more you do that, the closer you will become to your Lama. All Lamas. And the real Lama, yourself. That's the real Lama. Outer Guru devotion leads to the inner Guru. Inner Guru is yourself. Transformation. Transform. Understand that? Understand that? Okay, do you know the difference between samaya? Damjik, domba. Damjik is samaya. Domba is vow. It's different. Yes, no? You understand? So, what's the difference between vow and samaya? Ruby, what's a vow?
A vow is like a guideline, whereby when you take a refuge vow, you have all these guidelines that if you follow, and that will lead to a good samaya with your Guru.
Not bad. Or cut your habituations. Yeah, very good. What is a samaya, Joanne? And by the way, I love your bag. Let me see it. Can you flash it around? Why are you so shy? Hurry up. Why you put it down? Your bag behind you, you go there. Whose bag is that? Fabulous. Give me that bag. Your bag sucks. Oh, wow. This is the best bag on the planet. Gashad Monastery. Does anybody know what this is? Paul? Don't talk. Paul, do you know? Don't know what? Who are you working for? Tashi, do you know? My. Do you know? Joseph? David? Jenny? Irene? Hurry up. My, you don't know Gashad Monastery? Ruby? That's right. You guys don't even know who you work for. Paul! Even so simple thing don't know. God shouted Ganden Shate Monastery. Why is he keeping me holding around Paul Yap Monastery? Paul Yap Monastery. What for? God is Ganden Shate. Ganden Shate Monastery. We spread the Dharma to the world by the decree. Hansha. My, only one person knew who got. Did you know? Tiki knew. You know why? He wouldn't be carrying a purse around it. He didn't know what it was about. A Dharma purse. Ganden Shate. Abbreviated form. Gashat Monastery. The most fabulous monastery in the world. Do you know why? I have one simple, teeny little reason. Lama Tsongkhapa started it. So, he was kind of saintly. We canonized him after he died because he manifested enlightenment in Bordeaux, but never mind, let's not get into that. So what's Gashat Monastery, Paul? Ganden Date. Sashi. So where got Ganden Sashi? You don't even know who you work for, huh? It's time to learn who you work for, Paul. BBF? Who is this? Joanne? Ganden Shakti. Shakti. Ganden Shakti Monastery. Shakti. You're fabulous. You don't even know what monastery you work for. Where we're from. Where we're going to. Where we bought land. Ganden Shakti. That one, Ganden Shakti. You're Ganden Shakti. Irene?
Ganden Shakti.
Ooh. Irene. Ganden Shakti with their David lips. Joseph? Very good. Now you know who you work for, huh? You don't work for Tamramchi, I'm so sorry. You work for Ganden Shakti. Because Tamramchi will die, Ganden will not. Why work for something that's going to drop dead? I'm just the ambassador. That's all I am. And I'm honored to be. I'm a servant. Alright? Who do you work for, Jenny? Very good. Now, who do we all work for? 1, 2, 3. Wait! Sashi. Wow! Miss Ningma here. Miss Ningma works for... You work for Ganden Shakti or only part-time lah? She works part-time for Ningma and part-time for Ganden. Is it full-time or part-time? Good. Full-time because Ganden is Ningma. It's Sakya. It's Kagyu. What's the difference? Stupid. So on the count of 3, who do we work for? 1, 2, 3.
Ganden Shakti.
Not Ganden Sexy. Not Ganden Schmexy. Paul, who do we work for? Ganden Shakti. Shakti means east point. Ganden has north point. Jangse. Jang is north. Shat is east. Gaden means what? Ga means happy. Den means place. Gabe Den or Gaden means Tushita. You know what Tushita is? The heaven of Maitreya Buddha. So Gaden Shakti, Gaden means Tushita. Tsongkhapa said that people who enter this monastery, they plant the seed to go to Tushita heaven. So when we work for Gaden, you're working for Maitreya Buddha. Isn't that fabulous? The next Buddha to come. Yawa Champa Chenbu. So you work for Ganden Shakti Monastery, like what we're doing now, this is work. Good work. You're planting seeds to go to Maitreya heaven. He said, what was this challenge you talking about Kichara? I already told you, you can rent a cloud. You go to Ganden in here, you go to Kichara, you can rent a cloud and drive there. Did you see Paul in a Kambara cloud? So when it's a Kichara, yeah. When you see Tiki in this, I don't know what he drives, you know. You see Sharon is motorbike, a motorbike cloud. If you collect the merits to go to Tushita or Ganden heaven, it's the same as going to Kichara, there's no difference. In fact, halfway, if you say, can I change my ticket? I'll go there. Maitreya says, sure, no problem. You think Maitreya and Vajrayogini fight? No luck. They're lovers. They're one. You're working for Ganden Shakti. Lama Tsongkhapa named that. He named that because people who enter, study, stay there, go to Ganden heaven. Tushita. The next Buddha to come. And those of us who are not practicing the resist Buddha, hopefully when the next Buddha comes, we won't be on the beach waiting for our mother to give us money. Right? Then, when you work for Ganden Monastery, you're making direct connection to Tushita heaven, which is Maitreya. So, you know what you're doing? Let me make it simple. You're buying an insurance policy. That's right. You don't make it with Shakyamuni Buddha, you got Maitreya to back you up. Doesn't that sound good, Paul? Tiki? Insurance policy lah. Why is it insurance policy, Paul? The depth of your knowledge and understanding and grasping is incredible. I'm going to call you Ju Shri without the man. Yeah? Why is it insurance policy, Paul? Tiki? Why is that insurance policy? That's not exactly it, but halfway. What about you? Chia? I haven't said that name in a long time. There's the blink, blink, play, play, move things around and scratch, scratch. Yes? Things I don't miss. No. Mr. Kong? No. Ruby?
Because if you don't make it in this time, you have another chance.
Looks like Ruby's a star pupil today. Because we're living during the time of Shakyamuni. So if you mess up now, you got insurance. Why? At least when Maitreya comes, you plant the seeds to be there in the future. Then you say, well, Paul's thinking, well, what happens about Buddha now during Shakyamuni time? No problem. When Maitreya shows up, you sit next to him and say, move over, sister. You get it? You get it now? Why it's insurance policy, Paul? Buddha Shakyamuni teachings, 5,000 years, when that's gone, how? After that, what? When Maitreya shows up, where are you going to be? Phuket? Kajang? Could you see Maitreya shows up, Paul, to Kajang by himself hanging out? No, that's evil. Tiki's laughing at Tiki Jr. Ayo! Look how like that laugh at Tiki Jr. No wonder you're worried about Tiki and Junior and Maple. Why do we call you Cherry Blossom? Why Maple up? Why is it insurance policy, Paul? Why? If you mess up, no, not this lifetime. That's right. Something like that, Paul. You get it, Maple? Can you please tell Paul why it's an insurance policy? Because you've understood. That's right. Why? Because you're serving Dharma and planting seeds with something that Lama Tsongkhapa specifically, his purpose to make Ganden Monastery. That's his purpose. Very good. So who do we work for? That's right. What does Ganden mean? A happy place referring to what? That's right. Tushita is the heaven of where? And that is the heaven of Shakyamuni. Before Shakyamuni came down, he resides in Tushita. Now I don't know where he is. Now he's on a beach in Phuket waiting for Paul. No, Shakyamuni's in Kajang lah. Make him happy. So we work with Ganden Shakse. Don't forget that. That's our monastery. You don't work with Tenrinchi. You work with Ganden. Kichara House, Kichara Mystical Treasures, Kichara Paradigm, Zambala Mystical Treasures, Kichara Media Publications, all is for Ganden Monastery. Remember that. Tenrinchi dies. Ganden does not. Don't follow Tenrinchi. Follow Ganden. Don't worship Tenrinchi. Worship Lama Tsongkhapa. Lama Tsongkhapa doesn't die. Tenrinchi dies. Don't listen to what Tenrinchi says. Listen to what Lord Buddha says, the 8 verses of thought transformation, and holding your vows. Don't follow Tenrinchi. It's not a cult. Remember what I said. You work for Ganden Monastery. And if we help Ganden, it will bless and help Sarah and Jaehung, Yudip, Yume, His Holiness. All. Why? One less responsibility for His Holiness Dalai Lama. One less. Lenken Chumare. Remember that. And if you help Ganden Monastery, if you help, it is the object for you to collect so much merit. Why not? The Sangha. If you can't be a monk, the next best thing, support the monks. Right? Right, Henry? You want to be a monk or support them? Bad answer. You should say, I want to be a monk, but right now I'll support them until I become a monk. You should have said that. If Is it because JP's so sexy, you're looking at her, you cannot give up on? May I be among every single one? I pray that all the time. That's what Lama Tsongkhapa prayed. I copied him because I'm a copycat. So if you can't be a monk, Andy, what's the next best thing?
Support the monks.
Why? Army, why?
By supporting the monks, you'll be gaining merits to become a monk.
I think I'll put you in Paul's category, and your water fell perfectly. Hong, why? Why, Jenny?
So that we are able to help the monks and
Why do we want to help the monks? Why? We already established that. Why?
to take away some responsibility from foreigners.
That's wonderful. Why do you want to help His Holiness? Who is He to you? No lah. Not exactly that. Think it's not a trick question. Maple, what do you think? Why do we want to help the monks? That's it. Because we can't practice like the monks. We can't study like them. We can't take vows like them. We can't hold morality. We can't live there with no hair. We can't live in India. We can't live with no electricity, shitty environments. We can't. We don't want to. We're too lazy. We're too attached. Whatever the reason, we're too unattached. I don't know. We're Mahasiddha. We pretend to be Mahasiddhas. Whatever. Because where there are monks, according to the 4 Sangha or more, the Dharma will grow. So that if Ganden survives, the Dharma will grow. That's all. It's simple as that. So you collect merit by supporting Ganden because you make the Dharma grow. So simple. So if you can't be a monk to practice the Dharma deeply and 100% at this point, you don't have to be, but that's a good method. The next best thing is to support a monk. Why? To make sure the Dharma is kept alive for yourself and others to practice. Always. Doesn't that make sense? Please remember that. You don't work for Senramji. You work for Ganden. Senramji dies. Lama Tsongkhapa doesn't last. Senramji didn't build Ganden. Lama Tsongkhapa did. And Lama Tsongkhapa was prophesied by Lord Buddha to spread teachings into the world. By logic, by debate, by understanding, by pure lineage, by ethics and vows, predicted. And Guru Rinpoche himself said during the degeneration of the teachings, I will manifest in the future as a shaded head monk to spread the teachings of Mahayana. Guru Rinpoche himself predicted. No difference. Whatever view you want to take. You don't work for Kichara House. You work for Ganden because Kichara all is for Ganden. It's all for Ganden. What else is it for? So when you're lazy, you are unaware, you don't push yourself, you fight with each other, you fight with your lovers, you fight with your friends, you don't hold your vows, you're not serving Ganden. When you break your commitments, you break your samaya, you're not helping Ganden. Don't just talk about money, talk about your vows. Because when you are good people, you walk around and then you carry this. But say, what's that? Ganden Chab say, why? And you explain to say, oh, I want to be involved. Alright? Any questions on Protector